Hi everyone, great to see you. I've been thinking about my friends lately. Have you been missing your friends? Because I've been missing my friends. And it made me think about a really great story in the Bible about some really beautiful friends. And it comes from Luke chapter 5 verse 17 to 26. Let me tell you this story. There was once a man, and he was born as a paralysed man, which means his legs didn't work. He couldn't run, he couldn't walk, he just lay all day. And he used to lie on a mat. Well, he heard that there was this man called Jesus who was in town. And he thought, he'd heard about how he was amazing, able to heal people and make people feel better. And he thought that he'd be a great man to go and see. His name was Jesus. But how is he going to do this? He doesn't have working legs. So, fortunately, he had 4 beautiful friends. And these 4 beautiful friends said, do you know what? We're going to take you to see Jesus. I heard you really want to go see him, so we're going to take you. And so they lifted him up on his mat and they carried this man to where they believed Jesus was. Well, when they got to this house, there was so many people there. They were hanging out the window and everything outside of the house, and they thought, oh no, how are we going to get inside this house? But then they had an idea. They knew that the roof was flat, and they thought maybe we could make a hole in the roof. And so they carried the man up the stairs by the side of the house, and they got up onto the roof. And they thought, let's start digging. And so they made a spade and they started to dig, until there was a small hole in the roof. And they looked down through the hole and they could see all these people's heads. It was so crowded in there. And then they could see someone talking. That must be Jesus, they said, but this mat's not going to fit with this man down this hole. We're going to have to make the hole bigger. And so they dug some more. And they dug, and they dug, and they dug until the hole was quite big. And then they lowered the man down on his mat, right down in front of Jesus. And Jesus looked at the man, and the man looked at Jesus. And Jesus said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven. Get up off that mat and you will be able to walk." The man was thinking, really? Anyway, he put his feet down off the mat and they were strong. His legs were strong and he started to walk. He couldn't believe it. And then he thought, wow, Jesus is amazing. He was able to do a miracle. He's fixed my legs. He was so happy that he ran out of that house and ran down the road as fast as his legs could carry him. And I'm sure he must have gone to see his mum and dad and knocked on the door. Imagine what they thought when they opened the door and saw him standing there. Wow, what an amazing story, a true story. So don't you think those friends were lovely friends? But also, don't you think Jesus was amazing to be able to fix that man's legs? So I have an idea for you this week. Maybe you have lovely friends too who you're missing, and it would be great if you could maybe draw them a picture or write them a letter and just say hi and how much you really miss them, and you could post it to them and then see what happens. Maybe they'll post something back to you, or maybe they'll give you a phone call. Who knows? But what a beautiful story about great friends. I hope you're a great friend. I always try to be a great friend to people too. See you next time.